Cook Love Eat with Sarab, a vegetarian cooking show. Title sponsor Mustafa Centre Singapore. Co-sponsor Kebabs and Curries, Rooftop Mustafa Centre. And Handi Restaurant, midnight dining at its best.
Supported by Everest Masale, जिसे रोज बने टेस्टी खाने.
People are becoming selfish today and not giving back to the planet, so I thought instead of taking my usual transport to work, I'm going to take the bullock cart. Come on guys, come on. Hi Sarab ji.
आज तो आपने बड़ी अच्छी स्क्रिप्ट याद कर ली है.
Nee ji, I just thought instead of taking the car to work, I'm taking the bullock cart. No pollution ji.
आप तो हमेशा ही इंटरेस्टिंग चीजें करते हो बे.
Nee ji, I just thought I'll do something good for a change. Be a little more serious.
मैं आपको बड़ी अच्छी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज दिखाती हूँ. चलो.
Chalo, can I give you a ride?
Okay, come on way.
Okay.
देखो ये क्या है?
ये तो पेड़ है.
गौर से देखोगे.
ये तो बाटली वाला है.
This is bottle tree, Vic.
अच्छा.
This is more than 100 years old.
One of the unique sights of Singapore. Let me take a drink. Oh.
आओ तुम्हें और एक यूनिक चीज दिखाती हूँ.
अच्छा, चलो जी. So where's this unique place, Sarab ji?
मेरी कुकिंग क्या कोई कम यूनिक है?
Nay, not at all. It's absolutely unique.
चलो फिर let's get cooking.
Absolutely. Let's get cooking.
Today we're going to start with the Indonesian mee goreng.
Okay. Well, isn't mee goreng a common dish in this part of the world?
Yeah, it's very common. It's available all over hawker centers, restaurants. You get the Malaysian mee goreng, you get Indian mee goreng. What we're making today is a very basic home-style mee goreng.
Okay.
It's a great recipe to use up all your leftover vegetables in the fridge.
Now tell me, what does mee goreng stand for?
Mee is noodles,
Okay.
goreng is fry.
Okay.
So we're making fried noodles,
Noodles.
because noodles can be saucy, soupy.
Right.
What we're doing is fried noodles.
Okay.
We've got some carrots, cabbage, bok choy, sweet sauce, sesame oil, chopped garlic, shallots, some celery leaves and white pepper powder. Boiled noodles.
So what kind of noodles are you using for this?
You can use both fresh or the dry packet. Fresh is of course fully cooked noodles, the
Right.
yellow noodles. I'm using the dry packets which is boiled and kept here.
Okay.
So for boiling the dry noodles, you boil it in a whole lot of water and make sure you put a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of oil while boiling.
Okay.
When the noodles are cooked, they
Right.
rise up and you drain them immediately. And once you drain them, pour cold water over them to stop the cooking process.
Right.
Drain them well and then put in another tablespoon of
So when you
oil.
say stop the cooking process, does it stop it from getting mushy?
Yes.
Okay.
Should we start?
Yep.
We start by pouring a little bit of oil.
That's a very interesting looking bottle.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a perfume bottle. I'm going to put some perfume on.
You definitely need that after sitting on the bull there. The oil is hot. I'm going to put in the garlic and shallots. These have to be fried till almost brown.
Sarabji, do you always cut your onions small, or can you actually use larger cut onions?
Chopped onions are better for this.
Okay.
Yeah? The onions are perfectly brown now, nice and golden in color.
Okay.
We'll put in our vegetables one by one. Carrots and cabbage. Now we'll add in the bok choy. I'm using these 3 vegetables here, but you could use any other vegetables also. Bean sprouts, tofu,
So
broccoli.
you cook your vegetables completely first in the beginning before you put the noodles in.
Not completely. We don't want them to get overcooked. So we saute them for 1 or 2 minutes and add in the noodles.
So the vegetables remain crispy and obviously healthy because the goodness is retained in them.
Yeah. Now we add in our noodles. We put in our other ingredients one by one.
Okay, what would you like then?
Yeah, can you give me, put in the sweet soya sauce. We're just adding in a tablespoon for
Right.
this quantity because too much sauce makes the color of the noodles very dark. But now we can put in the sesame oil, some white pepper powder, about a teaspoon of salt, and the celery leaves. Now we just cook till everything is mixed through and heated through. And now the noodles are well mixed with all the ingredients.
Well, that's simple and quick again.
Yeah. Would you like to try the noodles?
Absolutely, since you asked, I'm going to try.
Have the bite of a chili also.
You want me to run a mile?
Take it?
A very simple and yet sophisticated looking dish.
Our next dish is also a fried dish,
Okay,
but in a different way.
interesting.
Tahu goreng.
Well, we're out in the outdoors, so why not?
Yeah, you can afford to have some fried today.
Absolutely.
For me goreng, 200 grams dry noodles boiled and drained, 8 shallots chopped, 3 cloves garlic chopped, 1 cup carrot cut into strips, 2 cups cabbage shredded, 100 grams bok choy, 1/4 cup Chinese celery chopped, 1.5 tablespoon Indonesian sweet soya sauce, 1 teaspoon white pepper powder, 3 tablespoon cooking oil, 1 teaspoon sesame oil. Heat 3 tablespoon oil, fry shallots and garlic. When they start turning brown, add carrots and cabbage. Cook for a few minutes and add bok choy, white pepper powder and the noodles. Cook till heated through and mixed well. Switch off the gas and add Chinese celery.
Kebabs and curries, vegetarian and non-vegetarian cuisine. Rooftop Mustafa Center.
We're going to make tahu goreng.
Okay, sounds interesting.
This is a very common street food in Indonesia.
Okay.
It's available in all the Indonesian warungs.
Warungs. What is a warung?
Warung is an Indonesian dhaba.
Dhaba. Okay, so like an eating house.
Yeah.
Okay.
A roadside eating house.
Roadside eating house.
Eating house, yeah. Most of the time this dish is non-vegetarian. It's got a lot of egg in it.
Okay.
We're going to make it without the egg. So what we need to do first is to fry these tofu cakes.
Now these look like building bricks.
This is firm tofu.
Okay.
Then we've got our bean sprouts.
Right.
We've got the 2 types of chilies, garlic, roasted peanuts, palm sugar, tamarind pulp, and some sweet Indonesian sauce, ketchup manis.
Now, what is exactly ketchup manis? Is it like a different form of a soya sauce?
Yeah, it's only sweet,
But it's a very typically Indonesian
yeah.
product. Okay.
So we'll first start off with frying the tofu.
Right, now are you going to cut that up or fry them
No,
whole
I'm going
as
to
it is?
fry it whole.
Wow. Got that beautiful perfume bottle again.
Yeah.
Frying looks very simple, but obviously there's a lot of work to it.
One has to have the knack of frying correctly. Like for instance, when we're going to fry this whole block of tofu, we have to make sure the oil is halfway through the tofu pieces. and you fry it on medium to low fire, not very high fire, for it to get evenly browned. If you make the flame too high, then it gets browned unevenly, and if it's low, then it soaks up with oil. The other thing is, of course, the oil has to be hot enough.
Now these peanuts over here, which I see,
They're roasted. Dil kar raha hai. I can see the way you're
hum
looking
to
at them.
khayega. But no, what I wanted to ask was the chilka still on, the skin.
Yeah.
Do you usually sort of peel it, or you just use it as it is?
Use it. Indonesian cooking, you don't take off the skin of the peanuts.
Okay.
They pound it coarsely with the skin.
I guess that adds to the flavour of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, at the rate I'm eating, I think you're not going to have many peanuts left.
Yeah, we won't have any peanut sauce left.
Sarabji, you had mentioned earlier about this dish that you were making, made of tofu, tahu.
Tahu goreng.
Tahu goreng. What exactly is tahu goreng?
Tahu is tofu.
Right.
Goreng, as I told you earlier, it's frying. This is a fried tofu dish with peanut sauce poured over it. And you've got some blanched bean sprouts to
Which
go
you're going to
with
put on top.
it. On top. The tofu is going to be covered with the sauce.
Interesting. And it's a full block.
Yeah. We just mash it up. So now our oil is hot enough. So I'm going to slide in this tofu. We don't want to fill the pan up with too many tofu pieces. We'll do one at a time.
Once the bottom half, which is being fried right now, is slightly golden brown, are you going to then turn over the top half and do the same?
Yeah, I'm going to just try to flip it only once.
Okay.
One side is done, flip it the other way, and that's about it.
सर जी मेरी आंख में 2 मिनट हो गया
तुम्हारी आंख बिल्कुल ठीक है चश्मा पहनते हो लेकिन बिल्कुल ठीक है it took us about 2 minutes each side.
अच्छा
So now it's nicely browned. We'll drain it out on this kitchen paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that looks nice.
Now we're going to make the sauce for tahu goreng.
Okay.
For which we're going to fry the chilies and garlic till
Okay.
they're soft. Just very little oil.
Okay.
Break these chilies into halves.
Wow.
3 hot chilies. Some few cloves of garlic.
You're not crushing the garlic at all?
No.
You're just going to
I'm just going to
fry
this whole thing till the chilies are soft.
Okay.
Once they're soft, then we're going to coarsely blend them.
By frying the chilies and softening them before you grind them, does it bring out the flavor at all?
Yeah, because we're not going to cook them much. It's not like bunoing a masala.
Right.
Indonesian cooking is very light saute kind of cooking.
Okay.
So this keeps the color of the chilies red.
Oh, okay.
Boiling chilies, sauteing them before pounding retains the color.
Interesting.
Chilies are soft now.
Haji.
But just a couple of minutes and they're done. And now we're going to blend them. Chilies and garlic are grinded now. After this, we have to grind the peanuts if we have any left. So we're going to grind them coarsely. Now we'll put the sauce together.
Okay.
We just need to cook the rest of the ingredients together for a couple of minutes. We'll put in our chili garlic paste, which we just made, our roasted peanuts and ground peanuts, palm sugar.
It's pretty sticky stuff.
Yeah, that's the tamarind pulp.
That's the tamarind.
Ketchup manis, sweet Indonesian sauce. Some hot water, 3/4 cup of water for
Do
this.
you need some salt in that?
Yeah, अब मैं देखती हूँ आपकी आंखें क्या बताती हैं salt कितना डालना है.
थोड़ा सा.
थोड़ा सा. Let's see. इतना थोड़ा थोड़ा और डालो. Yeah. और एक बार और.
आज मेरा चश्मा का वो strength नहीं है.
बस we'll just boil it for a couple of minutes.
So, Sarabji, this actually is a a hot peanut sauce.
Yeah.
And can you change the consistency depending on whether you want it thick or thin for whatever you want to pour it over?
Yeah, of course, that you can do. But for this one, it's pretty thick for this
Right.
dish.
Okay. And you're boiling it down.
Yeah.
So the
You
more you
can
boil
see.
it, the thicker it gets.
Yeah, and it's a coarse, thick sauce.
Right.
Now the sauce is ready.
Okay. Okay.
We need to give this tofu a few cuts so that the sauce can go in.
Can sink in.
Yeah, and then all the flavors go in. Otherwise, tofu by itself is quite bland. Top it with some blanched bean sprouts. These are
Right.
fried shallots.
A simple dish
Yeah.
and yet so inviting. And can I just put this flour here just so you give it a little extra?
Okay. That's not edible though. Tahu goreng is ready now.
सरब जी, हम इतना मीठा मीठा बात कर रहे हैं, रिवॉर्ड नहीं मिलेगा?
क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? अब नेक्स्ट मीठी डिश बनाते हैं.
अच्छा, क्या बना रहे हैं?
कुए जागुंग.
कुए जागू, जादू की तरफ.
हाँ, मत ही बोलो. अच्छा, कॉर्न कस्टर्ड.
अच्छा.
ठीक है? Simplify. For tahu goreng, 3 cakes, 900 grams firm tofu fried whole, 3 fresh red chilies, 3 hot chilies, 4 cloves garlic, 150 grams peanuts roasted and pounded coarsely, 2 tablespoons Indonesian sweet sauce, 1 tablespoon palm sugar, half tablespoon tamarind pulp, 3 tablespoon fried shallots, 100 grams bean sprouts blanched, 1 tablespoon oil. Heat oil and fry garlic and chilies till soft. Grind into paste. Mix roasted peanuts in the chili garlic mixture. Add sweet sauce, palm sugar and tamarind pulp. Add 3/4 cup hot water and cook for 2 to 3 minutes till the sauce is thick. In a serving platter, place fried tofu and pour the sauce over it. Top it with bean sprouts and fried shallots.
Sarabji, this looks interesting, but I don't see my reward. Reward नहीं है.
Reward अब क्या चाहिए? अब
हाँ?
ये बनाती हूँ, reward मिल जाएगा. so
अच्छा,
dessert.
चलो जी, फिर please.
We've got cream corn. We've got coconut milk powder.
Right.
Custard powder, evaporated milk, sugar, pandan leaves and a pinch of salt. So what we're going to do first is we're going to mix custard powder with the coconut cream powder with a little water, about a cup of water here. Mix it till it's well mixed, blended, no lumps. We're going to heat up some water.
Okay.
As the water gets heated up, we're going to put in the custard and coconut mixture that we've got here.
Into the water.
Into the water.
Okay.
You can throw in the other ingredients also. Pandan leaves.
Pandan leaves?
Yeah, yeah. And the sugar.
And this is the sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarabji, I'm sorry to say, but this looks like something's fallen in and someone's drowning.
Yeah. This drowning guy will be taken out later when the custard is ready.
Acha.
It's just there to give some flavor.
And while you're mixing this, do you put this on a low heat or on a high heat?
On a low heat.
On a low heat.
Can we quickly have the milk, please? That's
Sure.
evaporated milk.
Okay.
It's and also the corn. A pinch of salt.
It's got a bit of that sweet and salty
Yeah.
flavor to it.
Most of the local Indonesian dishes have a pinch of salt in them.
Acha.
All coconut-based dishes. Okay, with this dish, you have to be very quick. The quantities have to be very exact.
Okay.
And you have to be quick in putting and stirring continuously. Because if your custard powder is not the right quantity, it's not going to set. And if you don't stir continuously, you'll have lumps.
And I can see it already starting to set.
Yeah.
It looks quite nice actually.
Yeah.
Can I have a taste?
Sure.
It's got quite a strong or pungent pandang flavour to it.
Yeah. So you have to cool it. So what we're going to do this, there are two ways. Either you set it in a rectangular or a square dish, cut it into pieces
Okay.
and serve, or you can
Put into a mould.
set it in a mold like this. And garnishing is very individual. Like I use boiled corn, roasted sesame seeds and grated coconut.
Okay.
And grated coconut is a bit coarsely grated. It's
Right.
not the usual
Right.
fine grated coconut, which is my own concoction. So what we'll do is, should we set it in this mold
Yeah.
then?
And should we take out that drowning?
Yeah, you can take this guy who's drowning away. Now we'll wait for the custard to come to room temperature.
Okay.
Let it cool down. We'll put it in the fridge. It sets pretty fast.
Okay.
About an hour, and you can unmold it. And then we'll garnish it with the stuff.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
For corn custard, 200 grams cream corn, 100 grams custard powder, 30 grams coconut cream powder, 150 grams sugar, half teaspoon salt, 3 pandan leaves, 100 grams evaporated milk, 550 grams water. Mix coconut powder, custard powder and water. Add sugar, pandan leaves and cook over low flame, stirring constantly. When the mixture comes to a boil, add evaporated milk and cream corn. Pour into a mold and set. Unmold and garnish with roasted sesame seeds, boiled corn and coarsely grated coconut.
So Sarab ji, मेरा reward कहाँ है जी? ये हमारे लिए है? ये reward है जागू
Kue jagung.
जागून वाओ ये सब हमारे लिए है सिर्फ हमारे लिए ना चलो जी
ताकि आप इतने मोटे हो जाओ.
नहीं जी थैंक यू जी
When food is cooked with love, served with love, eaten with love, it not only nourishes your body but also your soul.